welcome to this 50-minute back bending session. You're not going to need any equipment for this class, just a mat and to be wearing something that you feel comfortable in. We're going to start standing up with a few side bends. So I want you to just stand with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, take a bend in the knees, and we're just going to start with some really light side bends. So don't go to your maximum just yet. We're just trying to get into the core a little bit, just for now. So your arms are just relaxed to the side of your body, your head goes with the side bend. And then we just do 8 more, like this. And then we're just going to take a big side bend to one side, so reach as far as you can. Just hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move it through centre. You really want to make sure everything's still facing forward so that you're not turning down to the floor or leaning too far back. You should feel a stretch in the side of your body, possibly in the, the latissimus dorsi in the back. And we're going to hold there for 3, 2, 1, and then come up back to centre, and you're just going to swing your hands just from side to side, just loosening the spine a little bit. Try and keep your hips facing forward. So the idea is that we're just loosening up the spine just a little bit in preparation for some back bends and twists. So you can take your head with that, look behind your body, but try and keep your hips forward as much as possible. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back into those side bends now. So take that bend in the knees, hands by the sides, and try and go a little bit further. 1, 2. Got 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take that hold again. So one arm over. So you want to be pushing the opposite foot into the floor. So if you're leaning to the right side, you're pushing the left foot down into the floor. And we're going to move that through centre now. And bring that back in. And then we're just going to take both arms up and take a little stretch towards the ceiling. So reach up as big as you can. And arms come to the side, and then you're just going to take, as your arms come down past your chest, you're just going to take a little bit of a curve in the upper spine. So I just turn to the side to show you that. It's just like the upper part of your body from your chest upwards, it's just going over the little shelf, and that's the only area that's moving. So we just come into that again. We're just going to hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that up to centre, and then from there you'll bring your arms forward, and you're just going to go into a little high release. So it's like we've just had the shelf at the front, so trying to lean over it, and now it's just gone round to the back, and then we're just leaning over that. And you want to stay nice and long in the neck and don't collapse into it. So just big lift. It's like your chest is lifted up towards the ceiling, and you just get that really small difference in posture, and then bring it back to centre. And then we're just going to take a head roll round to the left, so nice and big. Just take it nice and slow. And change direction. And then just drop your chin down to your chest. And back. And to centre, you're going to take the right arm up and behind your back. So you're trying to get your hand in the centre in between your shoulder blades. And then you're going to take the other hand up and try and interlace the fingers. So we're stretching into the arm muscles and the shoulders, just because there's a few little poses we're doing today that it just helps if you've, give a little bit of attention to each part of the body. So let's hold there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. If you find that really difficult, you can just try and bring the arm over as far as possible. The idea is that you're feeling the stretch there, okay? So bring that arm up, reach back as much as possible, try not to collapse forward in the neck, try and keep up nice and tall with that, and then you reach round with the other hand and try and find fingers to interlace them. So if you are reaching around with the opposite arm, then you feel a stretch in the front of the shoulder as well. So let's hold there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just release that. Both arms to the side. We're just going to take the hands back, just like this, opening out through the chest and the shoulders a little bit. So just take it back as much as you can, and there's like a little rebound action just to build some heat up. We've got 4 left now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. So really squeeze your shoulder blades together at the back so there's no space between them. You should feel this already by now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and just let that relax. And then from there we're just going to do a quick standing glute stretch, and then we're going to get into some standing back bends. So I'm going to cross the left ankle above the right knee, so make sure it's not on the kneecap and it's above. And then I'm just going to take a plie, so I'm going to bend in this right leg. I'm going to take the arms down, I'm going to take the left foot to the right elbow, and then I'm just going to hold there. So I'm just going to turn to the side to show you that, and then you can join me in this position. So just gone from there, take a bend, and I'm there. And then I'm going to hold. Let's do that together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and maintain your balance. Stand up, switch sides. So exactly the same thing. Ankle above the knee. Take that bend. Take your arms down to the side, and we're going to hold there. Relax, and then the way we took our arms out to the side before, we're going to do the same above the head, just little pulses back, again building some heat up in the upper body. So arms up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold it back, so try not to arch in your back right now, it should just be coming from the arms and the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it in. Okay, so we're just going to stand with the feet just the distance of the mat. If you want to bring them in a little bit closer, you can if that feels comfortable for you. I prefer to have mine a little bit wider, gives me more stability. And then I'm just going to put my hands just on my lower back, the thumbs are facing down. And I'm going to lean forward with the pelvis, so lean forward, and then I'm going to take my upper back up and over, and then come back up, and then reset, do the same again, reset, do the same again, reset, do the same again. Just take your time, there's no need to rush this exercise. I'm just going to go at a normal pace, not too quick, not too slow, a pace that feels normal for me, so you do the same, and you want to take a breath as you breathe in, and then breathe out as you go back, and then breathe in when you come up, breathe out as you go back. Okay, so let's do that together now. And you want to be definitely engaged in your core, don't collapse in the back of your neck, and that's all you've got to remember right now. Okay, let's go. Breathe in and back. This is the third one. Really try and push your pelvis forwards, but not so much so that you are completely relying on the lower back to hold you. You've got to be working in your core, activating the glutes, and yeah, letting your whole body work together. So we've got 4 left. And last one. On this one, we're going to see if we can just walk the hands down the legs just a little bit, maybe to the middle of the thigh. Or just if you feel more comfortable with your hands on your lower back, then just stay there. Then back in. We're going to take a little walk down to the other end of the mat. We're going to take a big step forward. The hip flexors play a big part in how much back bend you can get, so we're just going to do a little bit of work on them and then carry on with the back bends. So I'm going to take a big step forward with the left leg, big step forward, and then from there I'm just going to open out and close back in, open out, close back in. I'm going to do that 8 times and then I'll let you know what we're doing next. So let's do that now. So I've got the right hand on the floor, left leg forward. It's the left hand that goes back, and as I do that, I'm taking just a little twist in my spine, which is also working on that upper body. So let's go. 1, 2. Centre, just give that a little rest a second, just pull it back and give your hamstring a little stretch on that front leg if you want to. Just hold there, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Then we're just going to take that lunge forward again, take both hands on that front leg, and then from there you're going to take a little lean back, just see how you're feeling in this position, where you're feeling it the most, where you need to relax, where you're holding tension, and we're just going to hold that for about 8 seconds. So big breath in and go back. And in, and then take that back, little sweep with that outside leg. We'll just do a few cat-cows in this position and we'll stand back up and come down the same way that we did for this leg. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Drop your belly button down to the floor, look up. And we're just going to take it the other way, so curve, nice big curve in the back. Shoulder blades come apart, fingers are evenly distributed on the floor. And then you're going to tuck your toes under, push back into downward facing dog. Try and get both heels on the floor. Try and push your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. And then you're just going to walk your hands back to your feet. Bend in the knees and roll up. And straight away we're going to take that lunge forward on the right leg. Just find this position first, put that back knee down, left hand on the floor. We're going to use the right hand to go back and forward, so let's do that together now. Five, 6, 7, and 8, and then just push it back so you've got a little relax. It's optional to take this hamstring stretch, so You can just stay in a resting position if you want to. And 2 seconds. I'm going to take it forward, so hands come onto that front leg. Just hold there, just find your balance. And then we are going to take a little lean back. So nice and gentle, let's go. And back in. Going to bring that leg back into this tabletop position. And we're going to do the same again. So drop the belly button down to the floor. Chest is forward, shoulder blades down the back. Neck's nice and long. And then push the floor away. So lead from the pelvis. Everything else follows. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then from there, we're just going to come back onto the knees just like this. And then we're going to reach round for the left heel and the right arm's going to go over the head. We'll hold there for 15 seconds, then we'll come round and do it the other way. If you, just a note, if you feel a little bit more comfortable tucking your toes under to reach back for that heel, then that makes it a little bit easier, so just do that if that's an option. And also reaching back is just going to aid that flexibility as well, so don't worry if you can't actually reach your foot yet. So, big breath in, and reach round for the heel, and then we're going to hold for 15. And bring it back the way it came, straight away to the other side. Drop your bum down to your heels. Just going to reach the hands forward, keeping your bum on your heels. I'm just going to hold there for 10 seconds. And then from there, you're just going to bring your hips up and forwards, and we're going to end in a cobra position and then push back and then repeat over. So if you want to just watch me do one, I'll show you what to do and then you can follow with me. So I'm just going to lift and unravel, push back and repeat. Okay? So it's like I'm trying to create a little bit of a wave through my spine. So it curves and then it unravels and then it reverses. So let's try that together now. So I'm pushing my hands into the floor and lifting up through that cat position. And all the way forwards, chest forward, shoulder blades down the back. And then lead with my bum, so I'm moving through that cow position. And then I'm going to go straight through that cat again. Just take your time. And back. If you want to hold it at any point, then feel free to do so. I'm going to have 3 left. Points are that need more attention. And on the last one, we're going to hold it in the cobra position. So come forwards. And just rest your forehead down to the floor, take your hands by your sides, palms facing up, and just hold there for 8 seconds. So what we're going to do from there is bring the left heel in towards your bum, and just bring the foot as close to your bum as possible, just so you feel a little bit of stretch in the front of the left thigh. Just going to hold there for 8. And switch feet. And then from there, you can either just hold your cobra position, or you can try and just grab both feet at the same time. And if that position works for you, just hold there. It's quite challenging because it focuses on quite a few different muscle groups at once. So you've got your thighs working, you've got your shoulders working, you've got your back working, so it's quite a bit. So I'm going to hold the outside of my ankles, and I'm just going to try and lift my knees and chest off the floor. I'm going to hold. And lower. Just relax for a few seconds. I'm going to do the same thing again, but instead of holding the outside of the feet, the ankles, sorry, I'm going to hold the inside of the ankles, which is essentially going to increase the stretch that I'm getting in my shoulders, and it's also going to encourage me to bring my knees a little bit closer together, which helps with back bends. Okay, so reach for the inside of the ankles this time, or you can stay with the previous option. So let's do that together now. Ready? And lift. And come down. And just relax for 4 seconds. And then from there, I'm going to interlace the fingers behind the back, and then just try and lift the chest up off the floor. So hands go currently on the lower back, they want to go past your bum. And up. And lower. And then we're just going to do a little exercise, just getting into the upper back. So if you bring your elbows close to your body and your hands just in line with where your eyes would be, you're just going to lift up and then lower down. So everything stays connected with the floor, apart from your upper body. So from your chest upwards you can lift, but everything lower than that stays down. And it just encourages you to work on the upper part of your back. So again, just going to hold it this time. To make sure the elbows are nice and tight in, your chest is projecting forwards. And then from there, you're just going to push your weight into the palms of your hands and your fingertips, and you're just going to lift up a little bit higher. So that's where you've got permission to take everything off the floor, and then slide the hands away. Big stretch forwards. Hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back, but this time they're going to go next to your chest. So your hands are in line with your chest, and we're just going to lead with the head. So eyes looking forward, take your shoulder blades down your back, start looking up. Lift, 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 lift. Don't rely on putting all the weight in your hands. Try and use your back muscles to lift you up as well. And hold. hands forward and just find that stretch. So if you've got a tight chest or tight shoulders, this should be helping you loosen that area a little bit. So nice big stretch, 1. And bring it back. So we're just going to go a little bit lower than the chest. We're going to put the weight more into the fingertips this time than into the palms, and then you're just going to push back from there. If you already felt really challenged from the previous stretch up, then you just stay in that one. So big breath in and up. So just going to hold there, make sure the shoulder blades are down the back. We'll repeat that one more time, so don't lose where your hands are. So we're just resting the forehead down to the floor, giving the neck a chance to just reset and the spine to rest. Okay, last time. So nice and long in the neck, let's go. From there, we're just going to take it back. So take your bum back to your heels. Try and just curving the spine in the opposite direction. We're just going to hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then roll up. And we're just going to bring the left leg forwards. So left leg forward, and then hands on the knees. I'm going to take the left arm back to meet the right leg, and I'm going to find a little back bend there if possible. So I'll just show you what that looks like, and then you can join me. So I don't want the knee, this is important just to consider, I want the knee in line with the ankle, and I don't want the knee too far forward. All the weight's going down. So I reach, take a big circle, just find the outside of that leg, and then I'm going to try and reach back with the other hand. So this is a nice big stretch for the chest as well, and then back. And release. And then just take it back to where it feels comfortable for you to rest. Just going to hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take that left leg back. So we're in this position, we're on our knees again, as we did earlier. Instead of taking one arm back at a time now, we're going to take both hands back to the heels. If that's inaccessible for you, just use one hand at a time. And we're just going to reach back and take that back bend. So the hips want to be pushing forwards, the head's back, and the chest is lifted up towards the ceiling. And release. I'm going to take the right leg forward now and repeat that same exercise on the other side. So where we reach round. So right leg's forward, which means right arm goes back first. So find the outside of that thigh just to square everything off. And then reach round with the left arm too. And release. And back in. So both knees back. We're going to repeat that same back bend from before. So reaching both hands back. We're going to hold, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling, pushing the hips forward, staying engaged in the glutes and the lower core. We never just want to chill in any of these positions. It's quite difficult to do so, but we never want to actually do that. We always want to be mindful of which muscles are helping the back stay in that position. So reach around. I'm going to hold. Release. And just take a little curve forward from there. See how your back's feeling. So I'm quite sore in my upper back today. It was from training, so it's definitely feeling a little bit more there today. So it's just good to iron those areas out wherever you feel them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sit one end of the mat with your heels on your bum, and then from there you're going to start reaching forwards. So if you just watch 1 second, my hands are about shoulder distance apart, so if they're too close together you haven't really got space for your head, and we need space for that. So keep your hands shoulder distance apart, your hips come off your heels, start leaning forward, and then as soon as you feel like there's space, you're just going to drop your chest down to the floor and try and keep your chin off the mat looking forwards. And we're just going to hold there. And then release and just walk the knees back. And then unravel. So I'm going to do the same again, but this time I'm going to tuck my toes under, and I'm going to try and lift my knees off the floor, sorry. So if you want to watch that and then join me, I'll hold it for a little bit longer now. So I'm doing the same route into it. So leaning forward, shoulder blades down the back, lean forward, just find that position, and then once I feel comfortable, I'm lifting up. And then just rest the forehead down to the mat. And then hands back, move through a cobra to take the hips back towards my bum. Just bring that back in. And then just to give the upper back a little bit of a stretch, I'm just going to take my right arm round, left arm round, and just give myself a little hug. So that's a good way to stretch the upper back. You can even take a little curve with it if you want. And if you just move around a little bit, just from side to side and forwards and backwards, usually you get a little bit more of a stretch. So just hold there. Okay, coming back into tabletop position now. So I'm going to extend the right leg behind me, and I'm going to reach for the inside of the ankle with the left hand. So if I just show you what that looks like, taking that big stretch to find the inside of the foot, to lift up and hold. And release. Swap sides straight away, so big extension with the right arm and the left leg. And release. And drop down. And then from there, you're just going to find your way onto your back. And just give it a little rock, just so it's been stretched the other way a little bit. It's also a nice massage on your back muscles. So what we're going to do is take the heels in towards your bum, and then you're just going to interlace your fingers behind your back and just rest in that position, see how that feels, and then we'll start taking some back bends from this position. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to reach behind my back, and just find that position. So you can keep your hips dropped down if you want to, and just opening through the chest again, ready for a little bridge in a little bit. Just holding there. And then from there, I'm going to push the weight into my heels to lift my bum up, and then I'm just going to shift my shoulders down a little bit closer towards my heels, and I'm just going to try and find my ankles just to hold on to, and then lift the hips up as much as I can. And lower down. Just let that relax a second. If you want to take your legs long, you can, or if it feels more comfortable to stay up, then you can do that. This is the point where I usually like to stretch my shoulders a little bit, so cross my right arm over the front of the chest, use the left forearm to pull it down. The right shoulder blade should stay in contact with the floor. Just hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the other way. So the more you keep that left shoulder in contact with the floor, the more you should feel this. Okay, we're going to release that. So you can either continue with the position we've just done, or you can join me in a bridge, also known as a bow pose in yoga. So heels in towards your bum, feet hip distance apart, fingertips facing towards your body. There are different ways in which you can hold this position. I'm just going to walk my feet a little bit closer to my hands just to really push my hips up towards the ceiling. And I'm also going to try and lift through the chest. Okay? So there's some things you need to consider when you go up there, but most importantly, you need to breathe, okay? So let's find that position. So if you reach your hands up, tilt your fingers back towards your shoulders, bring your hands down, firmly position the hands on the floor, then you lift your bum up first by pushing your weight into your heels, and then you push through your upper back. So big lift, and just take it slow. See where you're feeling today. Nice knee cliff there from me, and then hug your knees into your chest, a little roll back and forwards. And then from there, we're just going to stretch the legs out long, and we're just going to take a little curve forward, just to remember that you can back bend both ways, so forward and backward flexion. So lift up, and then just take that curve. So it's like your chest is going over that shelf, what we spoke about earlier, and just hold there. And then let your fingertips start going down the front of your legs, hinge forward from the hips, and just hold in that forward fold. So we haven't done much work on the hamstrings, so that might feel a little bit tight. So just go wherever feels okay for you. And then from there, I'm going to swing the left leg round, bend the right foot in, like this. I'm going to take the left leg back. So I'm in, it's not really a pigeon pose because your foot would want to be there if it was a true pigeon pose. But what I want to do is bend the back leg in, hold the inside of the foot. I'm just going to pull it in and just try and find this position. Okay, so then if that feels okay, you can reach, you can pull the left foot in, you can reach around for the foot with the other hand, and then from there, you bring the hand that was holding the foot through this gap, and then you take a hold. Okay, so you can join me in that now if you want to. So you can either hold the first position where you just pull the foot in, or you can even just hold this. This is equally as good of an exercise to do, depending on where you're at with your flexibility right now. So you do want both hips to be facing forwards. That's one of the key things to remember in this position. So let's go. So take your time. Release. Just give a little lean forward just to stretch that out. If you've not done that in a while, it can feel quite intense. I definitely haven't done that one in a while. Okay, and release that round. Let's swap sides. So bring in the left foot in, extending the right leg back. Just taking a couple of seconds just to find what this position feels like, just to let my body get used to it. Okay, so we're going to bend that back foot in now, bring it in. That feels okay, then you reach around with the opposite hand to back leg, and then take your hand through the gap. And drop it down. I'm just going to hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back around. And we're just going to rock back and forward again. And then we'll take the feet overhead so we're getting a stretch in the back properly. So I'll show you what that looks like. We go from a seated position, hands by the side, feet up and over. So join me now if you can. If this doesn't work for you today, you can just sit in the forward fold. I'm going to take my right hand on my right hip and just tilt my hips to the right. And switch sides. I'm going to try and drop the knees towards my forehead. And slowly lower. Bend the heels in, drop the heels down to the floor, and then I'm just going to knock both knees to the left. And just hold there. your spine a chance to reset now as we draw the session to a close. And take the knees over to the other side. If you need to shift your position a little bit, just do so. And then back to centre, and just, you can either repeat that once each side, or you can pull both knees into your chest. So if I'm going to the left, take the left hand on the outside of the right thigh, and just drop down, keeping the right shoulder in contact with the floor. Just hold. And back through centre, switch sides. Keep the left shoulder on the floor this time. And then from there, if you reach the left arm above your head, roll over onto your side, bring the left hand in front of the chest, and just push up. Both hands down, come onto your front, tuck your toes under. I'm just going to hang heavy over the legs now, just to really loosen any tension we've put in the back from those bends and those holds. I'm just going to stay there. Little sway from side to side, relaxing the head, neck and shoulders. Just completely relax over as much as possible. And bend the knees, roll up. And we're all done for today, so thanks so much for joining me for this back bending session, and I'll hopefully see you next time.